Do you like goofs? Do you like yucks or hijinks maybe? Well, if you do, check out Stool Pigeon the Podcast from Coaltown Radio, an improv and storytelling comedy show. It's got a rotating cast of some of Austin's finest and most physically attractive improv comedians, making it all up on the spot, inspired by true stories from a different storyteller each week. The stories are true, the improv is made up. Stool Pigeon the Podcast. Real stories, real fun, real good. Most of the time.
Aye, and your resume be saying you were at your last job coming on 5 years now. Whatever be making a landlubber quit the soil to take up with the sea?
Well, I got into a little trouble and figured it was time to get out of town. I remembered reading about pirates and thought maybe a change of scenery is in order.
Here at sea, there ain't no such thing as changing careers. If ever you feel the urge to leave, the only way out is off the plank. Then it's up to Davy Jones to do with you what may.
Well, I'm figuring I won't be contemplating any more career changes after this.
Scrap, walking the plank.
Whoa, wait. I read about parrots talking, but it's really something to hear it myself.
Yes, this here's me first mate, Jolene. She'll be assisting me with your interview. She's an excellent judge of character.
Can't lie to me, Scrap.
Well, I hope I'll be putting my best foot forward here. I'm a hard worker as well. Those years on the ranch did me good. I assumed the skills I gained there would carry over.
Aye, that's good to hear. We can surely use a sturdy lad such as yourself at sea. Now, are there any accommodations you'll be needing?
Well, I can't be separated from my horse, Francine. She's been a trusty companion these many years. Yeah, come introduce yourself, Francine. Well, I think the sea air will take kindly to her, and, well, I won't want to get into the particulars, but let's just say that I've lived most of my life with my legs wrapped around Francine. That's a kind of bond stronger than you come across between two people. Let's just say that acting upon that closeness is severely frowned upon in polite society.
Scrap, right in the open range.
Yes, I know about the love between man and beast. I don't know what I'd do without Jolene. She was on me shoulder during me first plunder, and I'll be at her side come her final cracker. I'm sure we can find a place on the poop deck for your Francine.
Well, that's mighty nice of you to be so accepting.
Well, many a man has come to sea to escape their past. It's pretty much anything goes out here.
Now, my daddy once told me it ain't polite to talk money, but as this here is a big decision, I have to ask what the pay is.
I won't lie to you. Sometimes the earnings are lean. The sea's a big place, and 'tain't always easy to find other ships to plunder.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, but let me tell you, when the booty is bountiful, you'll eat like King George, going a-whoring at the finest establishments and drinking the strongest rum ever been squeezed from a coconut.
Scrap, squeezing the nuts.
Out on the ranch, we only ever had whiskey, so I ain't never had no rum before. Is it really from a coconut?
Don't know. I only drink the stuff till I'm blind in me left eye, but I assume it has to come from somewhere.
I suppose I'll get used to the taste when we hit that first port.
Don't be off liberty, Gibbet. You won't need to wait till you get to your first port. It's pirate life. You're free to drink on the job. As a matter of fact, it's time for me to partake in me union-mandated quarterly hour shot of rum. Well, let's go ahead and give you your first shot of old Captain Dreadful Jack's Special Reserve so you can see what the pirate life has to offer.
Bottoms up, Scrap.
Oh, wait! That there done hit the spot. It's like someone set fire to molasses. Oh, now back on the ranch, any man found in his cups would have had his week's wages commandeered.
Aye, that there be some backward mentality. Rum makes the crew happy, and a happy crew is less likely to mutiny during the lean times.
Mutiny? Does that happen often?
Well, never had one against me. I reckon I'm a fair captain. Although during me life at sea, I've participated in me fair share and even instigated a few of me own. Well is a relative term. The ocean is a vast and empty place. Sometimes mutiny happens because the boys get restless. Well, you can be captain for a week, then Bunghole Bob has a week, then Jimmy Bones will get a few days. Everyone should mutiny or be mutinied against at least once in their life. Once you get your sea legs, you'll see how it goes.
Scrat, walking the plank.
Oh, you're in luck. Seems the crew have been having too much free time.
Open up, Captain. Me and the boys is out of rum and are getting restless, and we want to talk about union dues.
Now, Peg Leg Bill, we've done been over this. Fees are taken out the first of the month. If you have an issue, you got to take it up with your union rep. You, Cowboy, you have experience with crowd control?
Well, most of my time was spent herding cattle, keeping them in line and such.
Perfect. Welcome aboard. Now get that pistol of yours out as well. I assume they'll also want to talk about their health care deductible.
Scrat, too much out of pocket.
The life of the American long-haul trucker is filled with tedium, boredom, and downright dullness. You can only listen to so many audiobooks, classic rock blocks, and focus on the family before your outrage against the liberal agenda burns you out.
Get off the road, jackass! I swear I'm going to storm the Capitol again if I don't get a break soon.
Don't worry, Bubba. Relief is just an exit away. Starting July 4th, Independence Day, every single Crazy Cleve's truck stop will feature a brand new state-of-the-art bouncy castle meant for truckers of both God-granted genders. And don't worry about body mass being a problem. You're not federally required to step onto our scales yet. But in Biden's America, a true working patriot needs to maximize his limited leisure time. So grab the nearest lot lizard and head on over to Crazy Cleve's bouncy castle.
Yeehaw! That sounds funner than the glory hole in Sioux Falls.
These steel-belted reinforced rubber castles are built by our friends at Firestone and are inflated to an impressive 127 psi. That's enough pressure to bounce your happy 300-pound ass straight into the next county.
You got your ears on good, buddy. This bouncy castle's fun as shit, over.
When you're tired of jumping around like an armadillo on hot asphalt, try your skills at Bouncy Castle Game Fort, where you'll play such games as Bouncy Castle Workshop, featuring bouncy versions of your favorite tools.
Breaker 19, they even got a bouncy biter saw. Come back.
Bouncy Castle Pissing Contest, where you climb to the top of Hannity Memorial Tower and let her fly.
Woo! I feel just like one of them Calvin stickers pissing on a Ford logo.
And Bouncy Castle Defender, where you take command of heavy weaponry with real live ammo.
I tell you what, I just took out a Tesla with a howitzer.
But what about the children? I don't mind if my little shooter takes a few pot shots of passing cars, but I draw the line at taking the Lord's name in vain.
Don't you worry your pretty little head, ma'am. Each and every Crazy Cleve's Bouncy Castle is 100% soundproof. Our hardworking American truckers can cut loose and swear up a blue streak without making little baby Jesus cry.
Now, I'm on disability. Can I still go for a bounce in that there castle of yours?
10-4 good, buddy. Crazy Cleve's bouncy castles are fitted with state-of-the-art cranes that'll lift even the most gimpy of fellers right into bouncy heaven. This is great news for legless vets and anyone confined to a rascal scooter.
I'm concerned about all the rampant drug use.
You'll be glad to hear that every Crazy Cleve's bouncy castle features a bouncy methadone clinic. Act now and get a free plug of chaw with every needle returned.
Well, this is just sinful. I don't think we should be encouraging.
So, come on down to Crazy Cleve's this July 4th and enjoy our brand new adult-sized bouncy castles for truckers only. CDL and at least 1 year sobriety token required. Must carry own licenses for firearms. Pocket Constitution does not count towards bouncy castle eligibility. Crazy Cleve's franchise locations, Crazy Cleve's Pharmaceutical Corporation Limited, and all subsidiaries are not liable for injury during the use of bouncy castles. See store manager for details.
Last week, you talked about your relationship problems for our first online session. How have you been this week, Lucy?
Not great, Dr. Wagner. I didn't feel good after I broke up with Terry.
What happened?
Thought I had a good plan. Followed through with it. I don't know what I did wrong.
Meow. Afraid.
What was that?
Meow. Me, Arya. Arya, hungry.
Arya! Sorry, Dr. Wagner. That was my cat, Arya. I'm training her to use a soundboard so she can talk to me.
I've heard of this with dogs. That's amazing.
Anyway, the whole after breakup with Terry thing felt like it came out of nowhere.
Meow. Lucy, afraid, be alone.
Oh, so it sounds like there was codependency in this relationship.
Maybe a little, but
Meow. Boyfriend, fine. Boyfriend, like Arya.
So maybe your situation wasn't that bad and you feel guilty now.
Meow. Arya want food now.
not now, Arya. Sorry, Dr. Wagner. After previous sessions.
Meow. Lucy, stranger to Arya now.
Good point, Arya. Lucy, let's talk about how you seem to push everyone away.
Arya, stop interrupting.
It sounds like Arya has valuable insights on your problem. Now, Arya, what did Terry and Lucy argue about?
Meow. Arya, hungry. Lucy, stranger.
Stop calling me a stranger.
Meow. Arya, pee. Lucy, laptop.
Arya, stop with the threats again. I feed you plenty.
Well, don't get defensive, Lucy. It's not about how much you give, but what you're actually giving in a relationship.
You're siding with what my cat is saying.
Meow. Claw, Lucy, face, yoga, time.
What do you know, Arya? You probably had too much catnip.
Lucy gets angry and makes accusations when you try to help her, doesn't she, Arya?
Meow. Arya, no care. Lucy, dead to Arya. Arya, steal Lucy, breath, sleep.
That's it. I'm putting you in your crate until I'm done with therapy. Sorry about that, Dr. Wagner. Where were we?
Well, Lucy, we're out of time. We'll pick up again next week.
No, wait, Dr. Wagner, please. I don't want to be alone with my cat.
Meow. Arya, prison, shank, you. Meow.
Here's your blizzard. Have a nice day.
Jack, you forgot to flip it upside down. That's our whole thing.
I'm sorry. I'll remember next time.
I'm going on my break now, but don't forget, this is your 5th job in 18 months. I took a chance on you.
Welcome to Dairy Queen. Let me know if you need help with anything.
Do you have any recommendations?
I personally think the $5 footlong is a good deal.
I'm at Dairy Queen, right?
Sorry, force of habit. That was the last place I worked at.
That's all right. I'm thinking about getting one of the burgers.
Here's a secret. You can get pickles, grilled onions, and extra sauce on it if you ask for it animal style.
Isn't that an In-N-Out thing?
Oh, oops. That was 2 places ago.
Never mind. I'll get a hamburger and a large chocolate chip cookie dough blizzard.
Do you want to supersize it?
Supersize? Look, even McDonald's hasn't had that option in years.
I'm so sorry. I'll have your order ready in 30 minutes or else it's free.
30 minutes? Do you even know what you do here?
Yeah, we flip our blizzards upside down here. Watch. Dang it.
Jack, you're fired.
So much for when you're here, your family, huh?
Welcome, impressionable youths, to the city's police community outreach podcast. My name is Officer Cleveland, and because of both court-ordered community service and me being taken off of patrol duty, I am your host for today's episode of Craft Police. Joining me as my court-ordered assistant today is counsel to the police department, Ms. Brown.
Respected child and parent viewers of this video, I only ask that you keep an open mind to the craft presented today by Officer Cleveland, as I believe he will demonstrate and instruct in accordance to any local laws and or ordinances. Thank you.
Okay. Today we are going to make a gun silencer out of a 2-liter bottle of soda.
That goes against the terms of your plea agreement. No can do.
How in the goddamn hell am I supposed to do my job if they're gonna tie my hands at every turn? What am I supposed to do?
Something more in line with a court ruling. I suggest an alternate from the approved list that has already been agreed upon by all parties.
Well, instead of that, how about you juveniles and I make a nice, desk pencil and pen holder for when you are forced to do homework or have been taken off patrol and put on desk duty.
I see no legal conflicts.
Perfect! For this, you pubescent hooligans will need a small jar and some fabric, like felt or burlap. To decorate, you delinquents can choose sequins, glitter, or anything that might bring a smile to your face in the midst of bureaucracy, taking away the joy of your chosen profession. And also glue.
If it pleases the viewers, I have taken the liberty of gathering said items during the discovery process, and I would like to enter them into the record as Exhibits A through E. They are presented on the table in front of Officer Cleveland.
First, unscrew the lid from the jar and wash it in warm water to remove the label and any unwanted debris. Now, listen up, future offenders. It may take longer than you think. And even if the jar seems like it wants to come up for air, hold it down there for as long as it takes to get the job done.
But only use what force is appropriate and not excessive.
You'll know you're overdoing it if people start mysteriously showing up and start recording you with their phones.
And as Officer Cleveland recently found out, this is a one-party consent state when it comes to video and audio recording.
Right! Well, next, dry off the jar and get your fabric ready to glue to it. I have my handy glue gun ready to apply a thin strip of glue to the...
You shot my leg!
Oh no, not again. It appears I accidentally confused the glue gun with my standard issue service revolver.
There's so much blood!
All that's left now, you lucky punks, is to just glue some stuff to the jar and throw your pens and pencils in it and put it on your desk. Voila!
Don't just stand there. Apply a tourniquet, something.
You of all people know I don't do well in high-stress situations. Hold still. I believe the procedure is to apply direct pressure with my knee to your neck, like so.
You idiot! I'm gonna sue you and the entire...
Wait, does this mean I get more paid leave?